Welcome to the 10 Minutes Gold Mine, where every book gives you a treasure of knowledge in just 10 minutes. Introduction. Hooked. How to Build Habit-Forming Products by Nir Eyal is a comprehensive guide on creating products that foster habits and keep users coming back. The book is a blend of psychology, behavioral science, and practical techniques designed for product designers, marketers, and entrepreneurs. Eyal introduces the hook model, a four-phase process for creating habit-forming products: trigger, action, variable reward, and investment. By leveraging these phases, companies can build products that not only attract users but also make them depend on the product, integrating it into their daily routines. Eyal's approach is rooted in understanding the human psychology of habit formation, which can be harnessed to develop products that are not just successful but also valuable to users in the long term. Part 1. The Hook Model, a blueprint for habit formation. At the heart of Hooked lies the Hook Model, which is composed of four essential components. 1. Trigger. Triggers are cues that initiate the user's interaction with the product. There are two types of triggers: external and internal. External triggers are clear cues in the environment, such as notifications, ads, or social media posts, that prompt users to take action. Internal triggers, on the other hand, are emotions or psychological states that drive action. For example, feelings of boredom, loneliness, or stress can prompt individuals to reach for an app to relieve those emotions. Eyal emphasizes the importance of understanding internal triggers, because products that tap into them are more likely to form strong habits. 2. Action. The action phase is where the user takes the desired action after being triggered. According to Eyal, products that require simple, easy-to-perform actions are more likely to form habits. This step is closely tied to B.J. Fogg's behavior model, which suggests that behavior is a product of motivation, ability, and triggers. If a task is too difficult, users may abandon it. If it's easy, they'll repeat it. Simplifying the user experience and minimizing friction are key strategies for increasing the likelihood of the desired behavior. 3. Variable reward. This is where the habit-forming power of the product lies. Variable rewards are unpredictable and provide users with a sense of excitement, mystery, or satisfaction. Eyal identifies three types of variable rewards: rewards of the tribe, rewards of the hunt, and rewards of the self. Rewards of the tribe are social validation, such as likes or comments on social media. Rewards of the hunt are related to material or informational pursuits, such as finding new content or winning a game. Rewards of the self come from personal achievements or growth, like unlocking new levels or features in an app. These unpredictable rewards create an emotional investment in the product, as users are unsure of when or what they will receive next. 4. Investment. The final phase in the hook model is investment. Investment involves the user putting something of value into the product, whether that's time, money, data, or effort. This phase is crucial because it increases the likelihood that users will return. For instance, when users upload photos or share personal information, they invest their own content into the platform, making them more likely to come back to interact with it again. This investment increases the product's value to the user, reinforcing the habit loop and leading to increased retention. Eyal explains how understanding these four phases allows businesses to design products that can create lasting habits, ultimately leading to greater user engagement and higher lifetime value. The goal is to create a product that users rely on without even thinking about it. Part 2. The psychology behind habit-forming products. One of the foundational principles of Hooked is understanding the psychology of human behavior and why we develop habits. Habits form when a behavior is repeatedly reinforced by rewards that satisfy an intrinsic need. Eyal explores how products tap into deep-seated psychological triggers to encourage repeated use. He emphasizes the role of dopamine, the neurotransmitter responsible for pleasure and reward, in the habit formation process. Dopamine is released when we anticipate a reward, not just when we receive one. This mechanism is key to creating a product that users want to return to over and over again. For example, Social media apps like Facebook and Instagram harness this by providing users with a constant stream of new content, likes, and comments, each triggering a release of dopamine. By making the rewards unpredictable, these platforms keep users hooked, as they never know when the next reward will arrive. This is why users can spend hours scrolling through their feeds without realizing how much time has passed. Eyal also discusses the importance of habit tracking, where companies track user behavior to identify patterns and refine the user experience. By understanding how users interact with the product, businesses can further optimize the product to keep users engaged. Part 3. The Ethics of Habit-Forming Products. As much as Eyal celebrates the potential of habit-forming products, he also emphasizes the ethical considerations that come with creating them. While the hook model can be used to build products that bring significant value to users, it can also be exploited for profit, causing unintended negative consequences. In this section, Eyal calls on product developers to design products that improve users' lives, rather than exploit their psychological vulnerabilities. Eyal introduces the concept of beneficial habits, habits that enhance users' lives rather than detract from them. He stresses the importance of aligning the product's design with users' long-term well-being. For instance, habit-forming products in areas like health, education, or finance can be used to help users build productive and positive habits, while products designed purely for entertainment or distraction can have the opposite effect, contributing to addiction and unhealthy behavior. Eyal also advocates for a user bill of rights for habit-forming products, where companies commit to prioritizing the user's needs over maximizing short-term profits. This includes ensuring that users are not manipulated into using a product more than they intend or need to. For example, creating products that respect users' time and privacy, or using variable rewards that don't exploit addictive tendencies can be seen as ethical principles that should guide product development. Part 4. Creating products that habit form. Building on the theoretical foundation laid in earlier sections, Eyal dives into the practical application of the hook model. He outlines how businesses can implement the 4 phases of the hook model in real-world products. The key is designing products that encourage frequent and meaningful user interactions. To start, Eyal emphasizes the need for a core habit. A product needs to have a clear central behavior that users can engage with regularly. Whether it's checking the weather, reading news articles, or playing a game, users should have a reason to return frequently. The product must provide users with a compelling reason to engage with it repeatedly, even if they don't consciously realize why they are doing so. Eyal stresses the importance of making the behavior easy to perform, which often involves reducing friction and removing obstacles to the desired action. Next, Eyal advises developers to identify what their users truly want. This involves user research, which can include surveys, interviews, and user testing. By deeply understanding their audience's needs, habits, and pain points, companies can design features and experiences that are more likely to foster engagement. Once a core habit is established, the next step is to optimize the product's feedback loops. Feedback loops provide users with a sense of accomplishment or validation. These can take the form of notifications, reminders, or rewards that encourage users to continue interacting with the product. Eyal also explains how using social influence in feedback loops can create a sense of community and belonging, making the product even more enticing. Conclusion: the power of habit-forming products. In conclusion, Hooked is a deep dive into the science and psychology behind creating products that form habits. The hook model provides a framework for businesses to develop products that are not just successful, but truly ingrained in users' lives. The key to creating these products is understanding human behavior, particularly the psychological triggers that drive habit formation, and applying that knowledge to design products that users will return to over and over again. Ultimately, Eyal stresses that the goal of habit-forming products should be to improve users' lives. By aligning product design with the user's long-term well-being, companies can create habits that lead to positive outcomes, rather than exploiting addictive tendencies for short-term gains. The book offers valuable insights not only for entrepreneurs looking to build successful products, but also for consumers who are increasingly surrounded by these habit-forming products in their daily lives. How do you think companies can balance the need for user engagement with ethical responsibility in the design of habit-forming products? Do you believe that habit-forming products, when used ethically, can genuinely improve people's lives? Share your thoughts, experiences, and reflections in the comments section below. That's it for today's 10 Minutes Gold Mine. If you find value in this, don't forget to like and subscribe. We upload +5 videos each day. Lastly, if you have any book in mind that you want to listen to, feel free to type the name in the comments. See you in the next one.